Welcome back. My name is Andy Nguyen with eXp Realty. I'm here with Joe and Adrian, also with eXp Realty. As a newer agent, after going through real estate school, a lot of times we were left without guidance in how to properly structure and build a successful real estate business. So here we're going to be talking about the top 3 reasons on why eXp Realty will be a perfect fit for a new or newer agent.
So yeah, like I found as a new agent, my biggest concern was, am I going to make any money? Is anyone going to want to work with me? You kind of want to have hope that the answer is yes, but you have no guarantee. You don't know for sure if people are going to want to work with you, if you're going to be able to get clients. So going into an office, real estate brokerage that has very high fees, which is typical, you know, a lot of them will charge $1,000 a month, right? Just to hold your license there. And so if you are unsure of how successful you're going to be in your business, you're just starting out, that's a little bit of a scary thought. Like, man, you got to make $1,000. You got to cover that $1,000 each month. And if, say you get a client in your first couple months, you sell a house, you make 5-6 grand. By the time that closes, that can be another 30-60 days later. Next thing you know, you've got a bill racked up for about 4 months. That's good. Your first sale is just going to cover that bill,
Right.
Let alone anything extra to take home. So it's a little bit of a scary thought when you don't know how well you're going to do, if you're going to be able to afford your fees. And that's what I love about eXp Realty. There's benefits for a seasoned agent, but there's also benefits for a new agent. The fees are nominal. You pay a percentage of your first sale rather than a monthly fee. So they've really just developed it in a way that there's less risk for a new agent. You're still going to be paying fees. I mean, there's no magic pill. You can't get around fees. But they've developed it in a way that it really suits someone starting out, and it's a little bit less risky.
Okay, so basically what you're saying, Adrian, is with the EXP and how it's structured, it provides you more cash flow and properly managing your real estate business, because cash flow obviously is very important when it comes to an agent, right?
Yeah, exactly. That $1,000 you could be spending at one office can actually go into your marketing so you can get more clients.
Right.
And then once you do make a deal, you have a sale, you'll give a percentage of that to the brokerage to cover the fees.
Okay. Joe, what do you have to share with the audience on another benefit?
Yeah, one of the other benefits that a new agent or new agent has with eXp are the tools and the system that eXp provides to all of the agents. Now, I'm talking about when you're first joining the real estate industry, one of the most important things to have with you is a website. Now, if you think about it, a website, just to develop it, if you were to do it yourself, maybe $50 a month or something like that, but to have someone host it and manage it for you and make sure it's always updated, could cost you anywhere upwards of about $1,000 to $1,500 a month. Especially for new content and all that kind of stuff. eXp provides every agent with their own website that's 100% customizable, that comes with its own client relationship manager. When you do have clients, you put their information in there, keep track of those people. It comes with an app that your clients can use for when they're looking for homes online. It syncs together with your website, with your client relationship manager. So the homes that they're seeing are all funneled into there. It comes along with digital signing program that we all utilize these days because we want to make it more convenient for our clients and for ourselves, and a whole host of other things like transaction management, etc.
Very, very good point, Joe. Now, just to kind of add a little bit more context, like, what if an agent doesn't do a deal? Like, do they still pay a fee, or how does that exactly work?
Yeah, like Adrian had mentioned, you don't do a deal this month with eXp, then you don't pay anything because there's no overhead to pay for, right? Or very, very minimal overhead to pay for. So, like I said, those tools are there for the agents and ready for them for when they need them. When they do that first deal, when they have that client, they would need to enter that information into the client relationship manager, or CRM as we call it in the industry. It's there. So, but you don't have to worry if you have a dry spell, because our market is here where we are very weather driven, very seasonal. So if there are several months when you have a goose egg at the end of the month, you don't want to be waiting to do that next transaction just to pay off your bills, right? That's not what we should be worried about as real estate agents. It's getting that next client and helping them to find their homes without the feeling of desperation, like how am I going to pay my bill?
Definitely with the removal of that added pressure, definitely keeps our priorities as agents onto serving the clients, of course, right? So Adrian, what's the last benefit of eXp in regards to what the added benefit for a newer agent would be?
So much training. Now, just try and paint a picture. You get out of real estate school, you realize that you still literally know nothing, and you think, well, okay, my broker's supposed to teach me everything. Wrong. Broker doesn't teach you everything. They basically redirect you to take more training. So then there's a multi-million-dollar industry in real estate built on just coaching. So you're like, oh, great, I just dropped $5,000 to get licensed. And now I have to spend another $1,000 to learn how to be successful to take this course over the next 6 weeks. It was a rude awakening for me, I'm not gonna lie. It's like I just thought the broker tells you everything to do. No, you have to be, and it's not a bad thing to have to be self-driven in an industry, but you do have to be self-driven. And so with eXp, they provide so much training. There's over 50 hours a week of live training. They touch on things like how to prepare and present the best listing presentation, accounting 101, so how to actually do the finances in your business, lead generation, how to convert leads. There's so much. And the great thing about it is that it's provided for you, where normally you would have to spend $1,000 for like a decent course that's 6 weeks. You get this included in your fees. And it's presented by top realtors in the company. We call them icon agents. They're the top producers. And as a part of a cultural requirement in eXp, they are expected to pour back into the other agents in eXp. So, I mean, it's an amazing benefit for a new realtor to be able to hear from the best realtors in our company on how to be successful. So, you know, as Joe was talking, he's talking about CRMs and client manager systems. And when I was new, I didn't even know what that was. So you'll get training on how to run all of the tech that we're giving, because it's one thing to have tech, and it's a whole nother to be able to operate it and know what to do with it. So there's an overabundance of training, and it's just, I've never seen anything like it. I actually should probably tune in a little bit more because there's so much available at our fingertips.
Right, so, sorry, go ahead,
I was
Joe.
going to say, one thing that I wanted to mention as well was that what Adrian touched on is that we hope that the broker will be able to give us the training that we need. We have to remember that they have how many other agents that are probably asking them the same thing.
And successful businesses they're running themselves of real estate. Like they're busy selling real estate usually.
Exactly. So eXp actually has a mentorship program in place for new and newer agents. And when you join eXp, you're automatically paired up with a mentor in your local marketplace that will help you, like you said, through your first transactions, be there for your first listing presentation, be there to help you show homes, how to write those contracts, etc. Right? So having someone there that has your back, besides feeling that you have to relate to the broker all the time, is hugely important in this industry. Having a mentor could make or break your time here.
And there's compensation for the mentor, which is really cool because let's be real, not everyone has the time and availability to pour into someone else. We're all trying to run our own businesses and be successful, and usually you would have to pay someone to mentor you or train you. There's, again, tons of coaching out there that people pay for, but you are paired up with someone because eXp is committed to the success of a new agent. So you get paired up with someone in your local area who knows what they're doing, and they help you out. And it's really great to have that, to feel like you're not left alone to just try and figure things out.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Joe and Adrian, for sharing your words of wisdom with the audience today. If you're a new or newer agent, you definitely want to look into this video a little bit more. And if you do have any questions, we're going to have a link below. Feel free to reach out to us. But until next time, we'll see you again.